An alien civilization tries to conquer Earth. Little did they know, they would be giving humanity the tools that would be used against them and led to their annihilation. Our story begins half a light year from Earth. A cluster of dwarf planet-sized asteroids and their moons drift through space. 8 years after the failed invasion, the Terran military prepared the location for a weapons test. Admiral, all systems are running, all crew and observation stations have reported ready. The Admiral nodded in approval before looking back at the view screen. Begin the test. The orders echoed through the several observation ships. A flash of light lit up one of the asteroids, as dozens of engines across its surface roared to life. The asteroid, 5 kilometers wide, began slowly picking up speed. Several crewmen observed remote controls for the engines, making adjustments and slowly turning the asteroid's course. Admiral, we are ready for activation of the sublight drives. Target is 22 million kilometers and closing. The Admiral took out a key and placed it in a slot, activating sublight drives. The moment the key turned, a brilliant flash exploded from the back half of the asteroid. It flashed away in a blur. The ship's observation cameras and telescopes struggled to maintain focus as the rock glimmered into the distance. The camera feed was switched, observing the space above one of the nearby moons. A light shined brighter, as the asteroid came into view for half a second, like a stone, violently thrown into a puddle. The asteroid smashing its way through the surface of the moon, turning the surface into a rippling ocean of dust, molten plasma and clouds of chunks of molten rock, as the moon's core bled and burst into space. Chunks of rock the size of buildings escaped the moon's gravity and boomeranged back down onto the other side of the world, signaling complete annihilation of all surface probes and targets. Cheers and laughter erupted by the Terran vessels. They now had the power to turn asteroids, moons and planets into the most catastrophic of ammunitions. The Admiral turned to the leading scientist for the project standing behind him. Well, Professor, your concept worked better than I thought. How long will it take to have 500 of these in varying sizes ready for deployment? The scientist flipped through some of his written notes before answering. Smaller ones can easily be outfitted in a few days. It's the larger ones that will take time. If we want to have them perform independent warp jumps, we will need to outfit them with much larger cores. So, at least 3 years, sir. The Admiral smiled.